snooze fest. To me, I don't know. What do you think, Mike?
It was one of the things that's like kind of concerning almost to a point. So Philly clearly has a set way to win football games. Since their bye week last week, I think they've lost one football game. And since that bye week, they lead the NFL in rush attempts. They don't throw the ball that much. It's a lot of runs. And since that bye week, AJ Brown hasn't been really that superstar player, and
No.
something to highlight with him.
5 catches.
Obviously, last year he got upset when he wasn't getting the ball, and after they won the Super Bowl, it was 2 days after, and he posted on Instagram that while they won the Super Bowl, it felt great. How he feels good in the game is dominating in football, and
Not what he's doing.
He's been doing anything but that. He has 5 catches for 20-something yards.
Yeah, it was 5 catches, 27 yards. Philly threw for 94 total yards in the football game.
Just
34 rushing attempts between A.J. Dillon, Jalen Hurts, and then obviously Saquon with 22, and then Jalen Hurts just 22 passing attempts.
It's 1930 football, pretty much.
Yeah,
it feels like you're watching.
I mean, but if it works, it works.
Teams, though, I mean, last year, and I guess that carried over to this year, it's just that they both have pretty, stout defenses. Their defenses, they have good depth, too. When they pull in their backups, especially, their linebackers, on both of these teams just have, deep defensive linebacker groups. So, I mean, they're pretty, on-the-nose football teams. When they play, you would expect the game to look more like this rather than what it looked like in the Super Bowl. I feel like maybe because Kansas City was pretty injured in the Super Bowl, but that's exactly the kind of game, honestly, that I expect Philly and Kansas City to have.
It's crazy. I kind of agree with you. You would think that this score line, 2017, would be what the Super Bowl score was, and this would be the Super Bowl score would be what they play would be the score they play in the regular season. I agree with you on that. You talked about Kansas City a little bit. You just mentioned injuries. I mean, this offense, they look horrible. Yeah. I mean, you're missing your Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy. I mean, your number
Hollywood get banged up too.
Yeah, Hollywood. I mean, he's been on and off. I feel like all year, or since he's been in Kansas City. But I mean, he's your number one receiver in options and receptions there, 5 for 30. I mean, Kelsey had a okay game, 4 catches, 61 yards. He also completed a pass to the defense.
That ball did get tipped at the line, though.
Did it? But
yeah, good.
It's just that the Kansas City, obviously we know what Kansas City is and what Mahomes is. I mean, they have a really tough schedule, but I mean, they're best team in football for the last, 3-4 years. So,
6 years.
Yeah, they're going to have a tough schedule. It just seems like they're struggling to A, stay healthy, then B, find a way to win those football games last year they won 9 football games that were all within a field goal of each other. And now they're losing those. I expect them to bounce back, but I mean, I don't see their year. I don't see their year getting much easier, to be honest.
There's 2 other games that were surprising to me, to be honest. One of them was the Seattle-Pittsburgh game, and then the other one was the Atlanta-Minnesota game.
They played Baltimore.
Seattle-Pittsburgh game, I just didn't expect Pittsburgh's defense to be that bad 2 weeks in a row. And then for the Atlanta-Minnesota game, I just didn't expect J.J. McCarthy to be as bad as he was. And I wonder if you guys think that the injury is hiding that they wanted to bench him, or that he's actually injured.
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think he's 100%, but I think he was horrible. I think there was that coming out of college, there's always that joke that he can only throw to his right. He doesn't really throw to going to the left, or many passes going to the left side of the field. Most of his throws are to the right. And then I saw the after the game, kind of how they do the route trees, or the passing completions, or where the ball is getting thrown to is all to the right side of the football field. That was, I saw that and I kind of chuckled out loud. But yeah, he's been horrible all year. I mean, minus that fourth quarter, week 1 against Chicago, where I think they put up 20 points in the quarter. They scored 13 points. They said 13 total points in the first 3 quarters of both games.
I don't know about that. Now, granted, look, I'm not too tapped into Big Ten JJ McCarthy football. But I don't know about that whole him only throwing right thing. But like I said, I'm not too tapped into that. Because I feel like he hit. Now, granted, Justin Jefferson was baking a cake on the post corner or the corner post, whatever it was. But yeah, he was running 50 yards down the middle of the field, wide open. But
I feel like the big narrative for him coming out of college, and I mean, I think it, honestly it's pretty accurate, is just that he relied heavily on his run game. Like, they ran the ball a lot. He probably had, like, it was probably like a 30% to 70% pass to run ratio when he played in college. And so when you come to the NFL and you have to throw the ball even more, it like increases the amount of mistakes that you were making in college already, and then it also, like, I mean, the more you throw the ball, I mean, if you've ever played, just your arm gets tired the more you have to throw the ball. So if you're out there throwing 50 pass attempts, that 49th, 50th pass attempt isn't going to be as strong as those first 10, you know? So, I mean, maybe
no, you're definitely
that
right.
extra workload might be hard for him to adjust to.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all other teams. Go Jake Browning. That's all I gotta say.
Well, Isaac, I was gonna ask you any games surprising to you, but I guess we know your stance.
That
I
one's
don't- I
actually
don't think-
surprising to me too. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't think there's anything like surprising like coming out of like the Lions and then the Ravens and then the Bills, because like I would say the Eagles is the most surprising. I mean, they dominated the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and just to come out looking like that is kind of embarrassing. Which kind of makes me feel like I need to update my power rankings a little bit. Because I really do feel like the Ravens, the Lions, and the Bills are probably top 3 right now.
I think everybody would
Lions.
agree with that.
Oh yeah, the
I-
Lions.
I got a different team in my top 3, but we'll save that for later.
Too. Yeah.
Dude,
Um,
if their defense is just a tad bit better when it comes to the playoffs, dude, they would have made it.
Yeah, but that was last year. This is this year.
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
there's just one more game that I wanted to talk about. Not really a game. I just want to talk about a certain player. Is the CJ Stroud conversation?
It needs to happen.
CJ Stroud, he had a tremendous, like, phenomenal rookie year. Like, I think, was it not? I remember people talking like he was the.
Like, was that great? But he only threw 25 touchdowns. This touchdown interception ratio was good, but I'm pretty sure he only threw 25.
Where did they go again?
It's
Where did they
like
go? He
it's like
he
one of the
took a
best
team that
for
won
rookie
three.
quarterback, but the thing is,
Yeah.
like, if you think pre like 2008, rookie quarterbacks didn't fucking ever play. So
Yeah, you're not wrong. I just think I remember people were putting a lot of gas behind him, and then obviously the sophomore slump happens. I think we're seeing that with Bo Nix currently. We're seeing that with I know it's only week 2, unless you 2 weeks of football, but we're seeing it with Bo Nix. I know you're a Broncos fan. We're seeing it with Jaden Daniels. He looked horrible against the Packers. That was my pick. That was my game of the week pick last week, and the Commanders looked terrible. But I just wanted to kind of talk about, yet again, Houston, who they lose to last week.
They lost the Rams.
They lost to the Rams. They look like a good ball. They're a great team defensively, and then they lost to Tampa Bay. So they lost to 2 good teams. But I mean, he just looked horrible. Truthfully, for me last year and going into the first 2 weeks of this year. So I think that's. I mean, I know we got a lot of Ohio State fans here in the Family Ties group. So I'm not, just pointing out because of that. I just think he has not looked good at all, and I think that's a conversation that should be brought up. Is kind of what's going on with him, and then, I mean, kind of just put that conversation out there about him.
And also, just something to highlight: if CJ Stroud, he could lead the Houston Texans offense if they would have scored 21 points in both of their games, they would be 2-0. He has elite defense, and it's not like they're playing bad offenses. They're playing high-level offenses, and they've held them to
Low points.
20 and 14 points.
Yeah.
Like, you have a very elite defense, highlighted by probably, now Sketchy, you're not going to like what I'm about to say, but it's one of the top 2 corners, depending on who you ask, Most people say PS2, but
Yeah,
I think
Stingley's awesome.
Stingley's ball skills are insane.
PS2
Then
didn't play
he's-
like it last week.
What?
I'm sorry.
Well, my one thing with Stingley is he doesn't follow people around the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
PS2 does also. He usually does have to like shut down whoever the one is for a team, whether it's the receiver or a tight end. He usually just has to follow that person. So that's a
Yeah,
pretty difficult job. But
it's not fun.
he also usually is like pretty locked down. This week was like it was tied for the most he's ever been targeted, and then it was like the second most yards he's ever given up in a game.
Yeah.
Did he get injured?
Our defense just didn't play well.
Yes,
this
he did.
week. That's another game to highlight just because I thought Indianapolis could win it, and they ended up fucking getting blessed with a penalty at the end. But our defense just did not play well at all. I don't know. I mean, through 2 weeks, it just looks like Indiana Jones is cooking. I don't know.
Don't bring him up.
Indiana Jones is cooking, dude. I don't know. New York might have been the problem.
Look,
System.
I'll say this: it is a system. I agree with Isaac, but Joe Burrow got hurt. You know who's the starting quarterback now for the team? It's Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
He's on the roster. He's on the team. He's starting. He's been phenomenal as well. And yeah, I kind of agree with you like that. I mean, there's how many players have left New York and have been like balls out. I mean, you got Saquon, obviously. You have Daniel Jones, and then who's the safety you guys look at?
I was really hoping you weren't going to bring up the
Is it-
guy that led the league in interceptions last year.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, he didn't. He had a career year in interceptions.
Yeah,
Kirby
is it
Joseph.
McKinley? Is that his
McKinney.
name? Yeah, McKinley.
Xavier McKinney.
He's also having a pretty good year
Also,
so far
like,
as
now
well.
I'm thinking about it. He's one of the best safeties in football. And I'm pretty sure him and Pat Surtain played college together, which that is hell for a fucking team.
Yeah, in college for sure.
What at?
You got
Bama?
those? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think like half of the Broncos defense now is from Texas, which is crazy, and they all play together. Like Brandon Jones is the oldest one. He was a senior when Jade Barron was a freshman, and Jade Barron got drafted this year.
So, do we want me to have my generation? No, I'll wait till we're talking game of the week from last week. Then I'll have my
So we wanna
crasher.
Move on from the recap.
There's wait, there was one other thing I wanted to say.
No, you don't.
Oh no, there was. No, because it was two of the Monday night games. The first Monday night game was it the first or the second? The second and Sunday night game. Sorry, I'm mixing up the days. The Atlanta Minnesota game, just something that I want to talk about. The Atlanta Falcons red zone offense might be one of the worst things that I have ever laid my eyes on, because that game could have been, no joke, for like 40-something to 6. But they could not put the ball in the end zone to save their life. They would drive the ball down the field pretty much at ease the entire game, and then they would get to the red zone. I think they targeted Drake London once in the red zone. Now, granted, Kyle Pitts has been looking pretty good, but they're just not getting their superstar of the ball. Their superstar receiver, everyone had such high expectations for him this year, and he just has not looked that great. He hasn't been that dominant. Last year, from when Penix came in, he was really targeting him, and I thought that it was going to be something of the same coming into this year, but he just hasn't really been able to get it going. And
Beginning of the year.
I would say
It's
Minnesota does have they had a top 5 defense last year, and I'm sure
I was going to mention that also.
gonna fall off. So.
schemes and everything, they're very, very good. But I mean, their red zone offense, you could even bring it back to the Tampa game. I mean, their red zone offense wasn't great. So I mean, that's just something to look at. I get it. They have a new OC, right? If I'm not mistaken,
I think so. I believe.
Yeah, because
So-
they had Arthur Smith, didn't
that's what
I think they have a new OC.
So I mean, look, we'll see what happens with them and everything, but that's just something to watch for the weeks to come. Also, if you didn't watch games and you're wondering why we're not talking about the Arizona Carolina game, because that game was not a football game. That's just the ending scoreline was garbage time touchdowns. It was not a good game.
I don't think we'll talk about the Carolina Panthers on this show ever.
Second half of the year, maybe when Bryce Young decides to turn it up.
Yeah, maybe.
they? I don't know.
Let's
if
go
that's
on to the
gonna
next.
happen. I think they just suck, honestly. I thought Xavier Leggett was going to be a lot better of a receiver. He has not turned out very good.
No,
Yeah.
I wasn't sold on him at all.
He's in a Glorilla music video, though.
All right. And then I mean, y'all's game of the week from last week. I guess I'm sure you have the New York Dallas game.
Well,
I mean,
Take it away, bud.
yeah, it's definitely game of the week. For all the wrong reasons for us. So, just if I'm still talking in like 5 minutes, someone please cut me off. But
He's gonna yap about this for a second.
so I called out Russell Wilson last week. I said I wanted Jackson Dart. He literally told me to hold his beer, and he went and balled the fuck out. Looked like prime 2015 Russell Wilson. He was throwing moon balls left, right, and center. The team goes down. Think they score a touchdown to take the lead. He hits Wandell on a go route with about 2 minutes left, a little over 2 minutes left. It's like, all right, like whatever. Take a lead, and I'm like, all right, maybe our defense is supposed to be the bread and butter of this team. I was like, all right, defense got to get a stop.
Aubrey for the win.
Of course, Dallas goes right back down. 2 minute drill. Takes him down. I think there's like 50 seconds left or something. Ends up hitting Pickens on a. Was it Pickens? Yeah, it was an out route to Pickens. So we go down, and I'm like, kind of same old Giants. Here we go. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we lost. I was like, I don't know if Russ has another 2 minute drill in him. Well, 1 minute drill, but sure enough, look, he might have been playing Madden. He might have said, "Fuck it, Malik's down there somewhere." Double coverage, just throw, the moon balls. He was
Live and die by him. You live and die by the moon balls.
Drops it in 25 seconds left. There's 25 seconds left in the game when Malik Neighbors catches that. Also, I don't know how that wasn't PI. The guy literally grabbed Malik's helmet and turned his head, but he's just built like that. So, now 25 seconds left. This guy, Shane Bowen, who, if he got fired on Monday, or if he got fired and left in Dallas, I would have been happy. We have 4 elite pass rushers. Well, 2 super elite, and then 2 young guys who are very promising. We're playing cover 4, dropping our linebackers to 15 yards when they have Brandon Aubrey, who can possibly kick a field goal from about 70-something yards. We're going to give them a chance to tee it up with 25 seconds left. That's all you have to take away. If they get the big play, you know what? Fuck it. Make Dak make the throw. Don't just give him a fucking hook to curl with 15 seconds left, where Aubrey can just go line up from 64, which for a regular kicker, that's like a 50-yard field goal. That's just going straight through the fucking uprights every time.
Especially inside a dome, no wind. It's too easy of a kick for Aubrey. He's got a boot.
Like the secondary, look, we signed
kickers missing 40-yarders, dome, no wind. God damn.
Yeah,
Brandon Aubrey is just the most automatic kicker. And honestly, the secondary generated turnovers. Drew Phillips, who's one of my, granted, I'm a Giant fan, so I watch a lot, but I think he's one of the better slot corners in the game. Him and CeeDee Lamb had some arguments, so I'm really excited for when they play each other in MetLife. I'll be at that game. Think it's going to be a hell of a game, and I just hope that it looks something like this, except we win, maybe, and the defense actually doesn't let a team score 40 points. Saw some Jackson Dart just on some RPOs, which, it seemed like it actually opened some stuff up. Scadaboo had a big run off of it. I really don't want to talk about, quote unquote, America's team, because I hate those guys, but
wasn't your bench player of the week Javonte Williams? He put up 26.
Yeah, he was player of the week. But
I mean, I'll be honest.
Yours popped off too, right? Who was yours, Smiles?
My sit was Terry.
Oh no, Scary Terry did not pop off.
Yeah, my sit was
Very good
Terry.
shout. That fucking.
But yeah, no, I mean, this was a very fun game to watch. I watched it back after Mike called me. Yet again, it's New York Football Giants. I mean, these guys haven't been relevant since Eli Manning was their quarterback. These guys are just finding ways to lose football games. I mean, last year they did it. This year they're doing it again. Russell Wilson, I mentioned a little bit. Mike was talking about it. I mean, you live and die by the moon ball. He was living by the moon ball there all the way to overtime, gets to overtime. I don't know what the hell that throw was. He just said, yet again, just like the Malik touchdown to take the lead, he just said, "Oh, he's down there somewhere," and just yeets it up there, throws a pick, and it felt like it was triple coverage.
I think he
Um,
gets excited, dude. I swear he did the same shit when he was on the Broncos. Like he would, like have a good game and then do some really dumb shit right at the end of the game to cost the game. Like
He's kind of done that since what was that Super Bowl year against the
that's
against the Patriots, 2016,
14.
14, whatever year that was.
15.
Yeah. Yeah, no, with Russell Wilson, there's two things can never happen good back to back. There's always one
Well,
good thing,
I
one
mean,
bad thing.
Also, a guy I didn't highlight that I want to do. Wandell Robinson, that motherfucker balled out.
I picked him up for
And the whole-
fantasy.
yeah,
I
the whole-
picked him up for fantasy.
The whole offense on both teams really balled out. It's honestly defense. We didn't really talk about that. I mean, you mentioned a little bit elite pass rushers. There's no elite defense getting played on. I mean, there's no defense getting played on either side of the ball. I think Dallas's defense is obviously going to struggle. I mean, losing Chandler Parsons
Chandler Parsons.
or
What the fuck
Micah
you up
Parsons.
to?
Sorry, I'm tired. I worked today. You lose Micah Parsons, you lose literally probably the best pass rusher in football, and you replace him with who? I think Sam Williams is his replacement. Rookie, not rookie. He's a dog in Madden, but he's like a 3 year, 3 years in from Ole Miss. And then, I mean, Diggs hasn't been relevant. He's really been struggling. You get rid of Bland.
Bland's injured.
Yeah, and so I mean, this Dallas defense is
Their
kind of-
zone is actually the
Diggs
I mean,
start of the week is
injured,
any
isn't
start of the week is any receiver against Dallas.
Yeah, I mean Dallas' defense is horrible, and then I think we mentioned it last week a little bit on the show. I'm just so shocked that this Giants defense just cannot figure it out. Like they have so much. I feel like they've utilized so much draft picks and draft capital on their defense. I mean, first and second round guys, top draft picks. I mean, and this defense cannot. I'm distracted by the dogs barking. They're fighting somebody. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. If you do, I'm sorry. But I'm losing the train of thought because of the dogs. But yeah, Giants defense is just it's miserable, and I would have thought that it'd be the complete opposite. We'd be talking about it week 2. I was telling you guys sell on Malik. He goes out yet again, makes me hold my beer, makes me hangs 30 up. But that was yet again just a shock for me seeing that their offense is clicking and then the defense is struggling, because you would think that with the Giants that their defense would be their strong suit, and it really hasn't been as of late.
Do we have any other game of the weeks?
Yeah,
from
Isaac,
this
take us
game?
away.
Any opinions on what you guys think was? I honestly think that Colts Broncos game was insane. I think.
Games were nuts.
We're all picking our own team.
I mean,
Isaac,
yeah,
are you gonna make me do it, or are you gonna take it away?
I mean, the Giants and the Broncos games, but I think the Giants game was probably a little more fun. The Broncos game was a lot of field goals, but
You know what game was electric?
Isaac, you gonna talk about it or?
Jake Browning.
He's
that
gonna
was
say
crazy.
Jake
I mean,
Browning.
that's a crazy win, like for the Bengals to get, because I thought the Jags were pretty good. You guys keep saying you think the Jags are gonna win the South. I think the Colts are just good.
Yeah.
I think I thought the Dolphins were just awful. Oh, go ahead
Nick, they can't hear you on your. Turn yourself up on OBS.
on OBS.
Yeah, they said Hannah just came down. She said that they can't hear you at all.
Okay. Well, I just turned myself way up, and I'm gonna pull my mic a little bit closer. But what was I saying? I think after week 1, I thought maybe the Dolphins are just that bad. But I mean, after they did it to the Broncos defense, I mean, I think our linebackers had one of the worst games of all time. We need Dre Greenlaw to not be injured. We paid him all that money just for him to be injured the first 2 weeks. Hopefully he'll play in this Chargers game, because, I mean, Alex Singleton is maybe one of the worst linebackers in the league, and we, for some reason, just extended him after he came off of a horrible ACL injury last year. So, our linebackers were just the main reason we lost that game. I mean, Jonathan Taylor could just run straight up the gut every time, untouched, and get through to the second level. And I mean, if our safeties weren't making the tackle, then he was just gone.
So you brought up linebackers, and I'm just gonna wrap back for 1 second because this guy didn't get fucking yelled at enough yet. Bobby Okereke, everyone talks about him being a top fucking linebacker in this league. Now let me tell you, that guy is not a top linebacker, because if that guy got any depth on his drop on a hook to curl where fucking Dak Prescott hit Jake Ferguson that got him into field goal range. If you go back and you watch that play, Bobby Okereke doesn't even move his fucking feet. That guy literally just sat there. I'm convinced that he's not even that good of a linebacker, and McFadden's the reason why he's actually decent at football. But holy shit, that guy was absolutely pissed. He was great for us a couple years ago, but fucking cut him after that.
Dude, every time I open Twitter, I see another clip of Jonathan Taylor breaking Alex Singleton's ankles in some different manner. Like, it's insane. He gets just burnt around the corner every time. He can never take the right angle on a tackle, and if it's open field, he's getting juked every time. And
I think
I'm pretty sure Alex Singleton, for each of the last 3 years, not last year because he was injured for most of the year, but the 3 years before that, led the league in missed tackles all 3 of those years.
Yeah, you guys definitely need Greenlaw. Not only just to replace a bad player like that, but you spend that much money, invest in a player, you kind of need, the best availability, or what is it? The best. What is it? I don't know the saying.
I know what he's trying to say.
Best ability is availability.
Yeah, thank you. So that's something that I think would definitely help out.
Because I don't think anybody would ever want Levi Wallace to become available for their team again.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just talking about for Greenlaw to help you guys out defensively. I'm really waiting on my co-Cincinnati fan to take away the Cincinnati talk rather than just saying Jake Browning for 5 minutes.
Yeah, sorry, I ghosted out, you guys. I threw all information that I had in my brain out the window.
All right, let's move on to the next topic. Okay. Oh, and the week 3 game of the week prediction. What do you guys think for this upcoming week? Is going to be the game of the week.
Game of the week that I picked. Yeah, I'm with Isaac on that one. Baltimore and Detroit for sure.
Yeah.
Why is that your game of the week, Isaac?
I mean, you see how many points they put up last week?
Both teams.
So
You're
no-brainer.
expecting a high scoring offensive kind of game, like an exciting game to watch.
Yeah. I feel like the Baltimore's defense needs to pick it up because, like on paper, I feel like the Ravens have obviously the best defensive roster, and if the Lions put up 50 on them, then there needs to be a little bit of a change. But I mean, I'm not sold on the Wiggins guy, Nate Wiggins.
Yeah.
Not sold on him. I keep seeing everybody glaze this shit. I keep seeing fucking edits of this guy on fucking TikTok, and I really just think he's ass.
He has. I definitely agree, kind of with your point on that defense. I don't know you listened to the show last week. I mentioned that about the Lions or the Ravens defense, just how much talent they have, and just how they really haven't performed. Like they have games where they're great and then games where they're horrible. But I kind of agree with you with that. Like if they give up 40 again, in 2 out of the 3 weeks of the year, then there's definitely like a conversation I think that needs to be held on that defensive side of the ball, which is how much talent's over there for sure.
Baltimore. I mean, I think they got some growing pains. I mean, you got to think you're adding a lot of new pieces. You got a new safety playing alongside Kyle Hamilton, which, granted, I think by mid-season they'll be the best secondary in football. You said you're not sold on Nate Wiggins. I think he's really good at football. Only time he's not good.
Shut up.
It's when he played. Was it him? No, it was AJ Terrell. Never mind.
No,
a different Clemson corner.
Oh,
Just got barbecue chicken by Jamar Chase.
So who are we taking?
Honestly,
I'm taking the Lions.
I honestly think that the Ravens are going to blow the Lions out. I could be wrong.
Whoa.
But I honestly think it's going to be a blowout. I think the Ravens are a much better overall team.
yeah. And this game is also in Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
As much as I would love for the Lions to win, to be able to help out my team, I find it very hard to see this Baltimore Ravens team sitting at 1-2 after 3 weeks just with this team.
But
I think it'll be a good game for sure. It's my game of the week prediction also next to Isaac. I think we'll see a little bit more. I think we'll see more defense than we're expecting, to be honest. I'm expecting somewhere kind of
the under.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think we're going to see a 30-30 game. I think it's going to be a defensive battle, honestly, to be real with you. That's my prediction. for this week. But it's my game of the week just because I think it's two really good teams, two really good defenses, two really good offenses going at it. I think it's going to be a good football game. I hope it is, at least. I was wrong about last week's Packers-Commanders game, so hopefully I'm right this week.
Something to bring up.
38-35 Lions.
You said
I honestly,
you don't see Baltimore start 1 and 2.
I think when it comes to the NFC, I think when you go outside of those, like the Packers, Eagles, and I would say the Rams, I think those are the top 3 teams in the NFC. And I think after that, and I think I say that about the Rams based off of last year. I really don't know where they're at this year.
They're strong
They
offensively.
they didn't look great, right? But they're 2-0. So, but I mean, I think once you get out of those 3 teams, I just don't think that I just don't think that they're as all around good football teams as like some of the top teams in the AFC. I think that AFC is a lot deeper, especially as far as defenses go. I just think there's a lot better defenses in the AFC. I don't know if the Lions necessarily have the same like top tier defense that they had in previous years.
I think the Lions' defense is
Yeah.
almost identical. I think
Yeah,
people.
Sketchy. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell you to put down the Papania on that one.
Yeah.
One, not having the Lions top 3 is, I think, crazy. I think they're.
They don't. They
I
just
have-
don't do it in big games. Like the Rams
Yeah,
always
they
play
were-
good in the postseason, and the Rams are always a consistent team. They had a lot of injuries last year, which made them start off pretty slow. But then once they got all their players back, they just started dominating last year. And I mean,
I think we're digging too deep into the I think the big question around Detroit coming into this year, especially after week 1 in Green Bay, was the offense. I mean, you lose Ben Johnson, your OC, and then you replace him, and then they go play Ben Johnson in Chicago and they hang 50 up. I'm not really too concerned about. I think that's the main concern. I think their defense is pretty solid. If I'm not mistaken.
They did lose their
I
defense.
do think they have a good defense. I'm not saying their defense is bad, but I just don't think they're as like as all around like. I mean, not all around. I mean, what am I trying to say? Like at all levels, a solid, you know what I mean, unit. Like they have good flashes. They have really good like star players, right? But the teams can open up on them. Like teams can score a lot of points on them. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I think they changed that this year with they brought in a DB Tampa Bay. Can't remember his name right now.
I'm not remembering his name.
Oh, what's his name? What's it? No, I don't think it
They
was
could have.
Dean.
I mean, they could have shored up their defense. I'm just saying after the first 2 weeks. I mean,
Look,
the
Because
Packers.
their
looked
big
like
problem
comfortable
last year
week
was their
1.
secondary.
I mean, the Bears put up 21, and I mean, the Bears suck. I mean, I know they got beat 52-21, but then also the Packers just kind of smoked the Lions pretty bad. You know what I mean?
Carlton.
By the way, Carlton Davis, that's the guy I was looking for.
Yeah, you're right.
DB from Tampa. I mean, look, we'll see how they go, but I think they're top 3. But yeah, like you just skipped to, let's get on to the
Get on to the
upset picks of the week.
Over
Oh,
Tampa,
wait,
baby.
Hold on. I didn't give my game of the week. I have a shocking game of the week. No one's really going to think that it's going to be. Just want to throw it out there. I have Jags Texans as my game of the week. I think.
Yeah, I think
Toilet
both
bowl.
of those quarterbacks
Toilet
blow
bowl.
dick. I think both of those
That's a
quarterbacks
terrible
fucking
pick.
suck. They're gonna be throwing
I
balls
think-
into the dirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that game-
Mike's getting clickbait potential here. Let's go.
faded game.
Sacks,
I mean,
both defenses, yeah.
CJ Stroud's been struggling. Trevor Lawrence has been struggling.
All I'm saying.
I think-
Mike's like, how can I be different?
Trevor Lawrence is the Daniel Jones of the South. So it's not.
What does that make-
Now Daniel Jones is in the South, but he's not really in the South because he's in Indiana. I don't understand that, but let's go.
All
on
right,
to
let's
the
get on to
upsets. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Upset. Let's sketchy. Let's start off with you. Who do you think upset of the week?
I honestly, I mean, I put it in the image. I would say the Panthers could upset the Falcons just because it's a rivalry game. The Falcons, like Mike said, the Falcons, they beat the Vikings, but it was a slow game. They didn't put up a lot of points. And I mean, maybe the Panthers put it together. I need to look up some of the other matches for this next week. Some of the other games. What do you guys think?
Jets over Tampa.
Jets over Tampa. That's a good shout.
Woo.
I'm actually intrigued to see Justin Fields bounce back after Buffalo, but he's hurt, which I don't think that.
He's been.
Yeah, I know he is. I was agreeing with Isaac on that pick until I saw obviously I have Justin Fields on my fantasy team, picked him up in a couple leagues. But that's not a bad shout if Fields is healthy. But my upset for the week, we've mentioned him I think every week on the show now, so we got to keep it going. I got Cam Ward getting his first win over the 2-0 Colts at home.
Indiana Jones ain't letting that shit happen.
Yeah,
That's my upset.
I do think that's a possibility. That's a good shout to be
No on
honest.
upset picks. Mike's 0-1, so let's just.
Fuck you. But
Here goes Mike. Let me guess. We're gonna talk more giant football here with this pick.
No. I'm actually changing my pick.
Thank you.
It's a team that I highlighted at the start of the show. Give me the Saints to beat the Seahawks.
Ooh.
They're going into Seattle, but Seattle just hasn't looked good to me. They beat Pittsburgh, and I know we didn't talk about it. And yeah, sure, it looks like their offense put up 31 points. But I mean, the game flipped when what's the rookie running back? Caleb Johnson.
Yeah.
When
The kickoff.
when Caleb Johnson forgot how to play football, literally forgot how to play football, and just let the Seahawks get a free touchdown.
Hey,
That was
Paul, can you make
rough.
anything Mike says and put it on TikTok? Dude, this would go fucking crazy on the
Yeah, Mike
comment
does-
reels because that is fucking faded.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
They split.
We'll see when the Jags Texans goes into overtime and it's a walk-off.
But it wouldn't matter, bro, because the fucking Ravens and the Lions play. I don't care what they do.
Snooze fest. It's gonna be 17-14.
That's a good
Watch.
football game, though. If it's good football, good defense, just because it's a high-scoring game, I just want to put that out there. I know we went on to the upset, but just because game of the week, it's not that game of the week's not what game puts up the most points combined.
No,
That could be a good football game, like a
No, you're
low-scoring
right.
game, a
I
defensive
totally
battle.
agree.
Just because it's a low-scoring game doesn't make it a snooze fest. But you picking the Saints to win football game's a snooze fest. Those cats suck.
yeah. Well, listen up.
I honestly
They
think
don't got
if
it.
I had to pick any game for this next week, upset potential, I would say the Cards over the Niners. Just because the Niners have MacBook Pro Jones starting instead
Yeah,
of
I mean, but-
Brock
I
Purdy.
agree with that. I think the offense, I don't know, man. They've been calling Brock Purdy a system QB for forever. It kind of looked like that way last week. But, we'll see what Mac Jones does. He looked like his rookie self last week. I don't know. I think I'm a fan of backup quarterbacks for the remainder of the year. So I think Mac Jones is going to be just fine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've got the weapons to make it easy for him. I don't know. I think that the Cardinals just their offense looks like they're clicking this year. Their defense just obviously sucks as always. So
How's Kyler? I honestly am not going to lie. We haven't really talked about the Cardinals much at all. How's he looking right now, Kyler Murray? What's he?
All right.
I honestly, I don't pay attention to the Cardinals to be honest.
2-0.
They're 2-0.
But they played the
2-0
Panthers and the
last week.
Saints.
Who did they beat week one? Oh, they played the Saints week one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a free win.
They played the Saints and the Panthers.
Yeah,
this is
Two
a prove it.
touchdowns.
this is a prove it week. That's a good
Shit.
job, Mike.
That's easier. That's an easier two teams than what we fucking played.
Yeah.
Yet again, Kyle. The offense has been clicking. The defense has looked great, but they've probably played two of the worst offenses in football, and they're about to play a really good Niners defense. So, it's not a bad shout actually. Now that we talk about upset potential, but I'm not sold on Kyler Murray as my quarterback.
So all I'm saying is, he just said they're about to play a really good San Francisco defense,
They're supposed to be really good.
but the Saints just put up 21 on them.
If their defense
The
can hold
Seahawks
them-
only put up 13. Just saying.
Mike, you're on a generational run right now.
He actually is crazy.
All right.
Listen up. I go away from the public. I could have been easy and taken the Lions as my upset pick of the week. Nah, give me the fucking Saints.
You didn't say that without laughing.
Fantasy
All right,
start bench. What do you have?
Yeah, I think I want to hear Isaac speak. I'm hearing too much of Mike yapping. I'm getting kind of annoyed.
All I gotta say is start Keon Coleman tonight. Tonight.
Mhm.
Start him.
He
Fucking
is
start
playing
him.
against the Dolphins. Anybody against the Dolphins, I say start.
Well, I feel like he was doing pretty good week 1, and then week 2 was kind of a little slow, but we're playing the Dolphins. I say we like I'm a part of the Bills. Start him. Start him. Start him.
Austin.
Start him. And then for my bench, I'm gonna take Mike Evans. Bench that guy. He's going against a UC Bearcat Sauce Gardner. Sit his ass down. Sit Bunk down.
Is Baker playing this week?
I don't know.
What's that report on
Doesn't
Baker?
fucking matter though.
He's a dog. He doesn't
Yeah.
care.
He'll probably
Yeah.
play. I don't think he sits
That's
out.
nailed. Yeah, I wish my quarterback was like that.
Nah, he's made of glass.
He is. My start, I'm gonna do the same position, start sit. My start for the week was Mike sit last week. Javonte Williams is gonna be my start for the week going up against Chicago.
You just
Oh,
flipped.
Yeah, I flipped completely because I might have had a brain fart on what my start sit was, so I'm just going now off my brain knowledge. Going start for him. I think he's honestly proving himself as RB1 there in Dallas. I mean, back-to-back big weeks. I'm expecting another big week against a Chicago team that I'm not sold on at all. I think Chicago's terrible. And my sit, I'm going with Mike's number 2 pick in fantasy, Marion Hampton. Coming out, they're losing snaps. They're going to be more 50-50 in the backfield, Najee Harris. And honestly, that cat doesn't look that hot to me, to be honest.
He might suck.
Yeah, he's that dude's not. I wasn't really sold on him, pre-draft, post-draft. To be honest, I say he wasn't even in my mind to draft fantasy-wise, but he's been horrible so far this year. He doesn't really feel like he's had anything going for him all year. I haven't seen him break any big carries,
Explosive.
any big runs, like he was in college. But that's the difference with the NFL speed. And he also played at North
If you
Carolina.
can't get the start over 3-yard Najee, then what are you doing?
He's going out of Marion Hampton. But rookie running backs typically don't tend to start taking off that early. I mean,
Zeke Elliott.
all right, yeah, congrats. You named one, and then next he's gonna say Saquon Barkley. There's like the 2 guys that have really kind of just taken over when they went into the league.
Why draft a rookie running back that early? Then 2 of them.
Give me all.
Who
But,
are you
nah,
in your
that-
start bench, Mike?
But my start sits. I got my start. DJ Moore playing against the Dallas defense. You just saw what Malik Neighbors did to him. I mean, we have Russell Wilson at quarterback. I think Caleb Williams is miles ahead of him.
I disagree with that.
Talent-wise, he is. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think DJ Moore is due for a big game. And he's too talented. He hasn't had that big pop-off game. Rome's been playing really well for the team. I think it's going to open up one-on-ones for him, and one-on-one in that Dallas secondary. I mean, it's time to eat over there. My sit of the week is Devonta Smith because
Any
They don't
Philly
throw the
wide
ball.
receiver.
they don't throw the ball. I mean, fucking sit AJ Brown if you have like Roma Dunze on your fucking team, start him and bench.
Bench the Philly wide receiver group.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's my sit actually. The entire Philly wide receiving core.
Okay.
That's not a
Yeah.
bad shot. I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
We need yours, Sketch.
So, oh crap! I just had mine.
Yeah.
And now I just lost my whole train of thought because I was listening to yours.
See?
I couldn't log back into mine.
It happens.
I will say my sit is gonna be actually the Broncos rookie running back, R.J. Harvey.
He
some
sucks.
Rookie
Well, when he's gotten the ball, he's been all right, but I just don't think Sean Payton trusts him. I don't think he is good enough in pass protection to actually get snaps because they're giving a lot of snaps to the third running back. J.K. Dobbins is obviously getting most of the snaps, and he's doing really good. I mean, I could even put him as my start just because I thought that Dobbins would slowly lose his starting role, but so far it's just been him separating himself from R.J. Harvey. So, I mean, he's definitely my bench this week. For a start, I don't know why.
We
I
have a
can't think.
special.
I did pick up who's the player on the Giants that you were talking about earlier, Mike? The
Dale Robinson.
Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah,
the dog
obviously.
Robinson.
I picked up Wan'Dale Robinson. I mean, 2 weeks in a row he's done it. He's had big 15-point game and then like a 26-point game. So, I mean, usually it's that kind of consistency that you look for in fantasy for those players that you want to try and pick up, especially off the waiver wire. So, I think he's going to start for this week.
I'm just reading the chat. G2 said, "Thank God I didn't start Keon Coleman."
Oh, dude, what the fuck, bro?
Isaac is getting faded already by the chat.
I don't blame him, man. I don't have
So
a good
we
I
do
don't have a good
have,
track record.
Just real quick, we're gonna put a little pause. We're not gonna have this that often, but we are shooting here in the Lane household, and we do have some audience members behind us. So we do have CEO Novo. He says he has a question for us here, so we're gonna let him ask the question. I'm gonna pass the mic to him. We'll answer off Mike's.
All right.
Hello, chat. I would like to ask if I start Jalen Waddle or Hollywood Brown. Thank you.
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood,
is-
anybody that Tua is not throwing to, you start.
No, I would say Hollywood Brown's definitely not getting the start.
I say you just leave your fucking slot open and don't play anybody.
That's a bad option.
I did see a tweet earlier this morning that they were saying like for the first time in Tyreek's career, he's like the number 2 option so far, like target wise. So Jalen Waddle's really like getting the number. Yeah, he's getting like the number 1 look so far. So if I have to pick between those 2 players,
Hollywood had a good week 1.
week
Had a good week 2. That's the two.
Kansas City's playing New York and then Miami. I'm gonna be honest, just because of who they're playing matchup wise, I'm probably gonna want to start Hollywood because I mean, with Giants' defense is giving up 30 every week. Buffalo's defense, I mean, guys just gave up 30 fucking 5. I might go I would say talent wise, you go Waddle, but maybe production wise, like I mean, Hollywood was five targets. Mahomes did miss him on a deep go ball. In the game, so I would definitely think maybe go with Hollywood. I think that's the safer bet's Jalen, obviously, but the riskier bet is Hollywood.
Sorry, no women allowed. This is football.
All right. So for buy or sell this week, I want to do actual like a few teams to actually specifically talk about. Teams I want to go over. First of all, the Colts.
I'm buying. I'm all in. I'm all in on Indiana Jones. I might even place a Colts Super Bowl future right now.
I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm
buying?
selling the Colts.
You're selling on the Colts, making the
I'm
playoffs.
selling
Let's say, are we buying making this team making the playoffs?
I'm all in. This is a horrible AFC South. I think that their defense is pretty good. Daniel Jones is Peyton Manning reincarnated all of a sudden.
No,
Jonathan Taylor might be the best running back in football.
Mike is literally coping right now because Daniel Jones is performing not in a Giants uniform. The Colts are not a good team. They're going to end up the year 7-10. They might be 500 right under it. No, I'm not buying on the Colts making the playoffs. I would rather trust the Jags or the Texans, I'm sorry, to make the playoffs over. Those are my 2 teams that win the division.
Let me read you their next 8 games though, because their schedule is not hard. I mean,
I'll tell you
they
when.
play the
I'll tell you
Titans
win or
this
loss.
week, right? Titans.
Loss. I predicted a loss.
All right, Rams.
To win, they're 3-0. He's an idiot.
Rams, that's a loss. They're 2-2.
Raiders.
Dog walking them. They suck.
Okay, they're 3-2.
Cardinals.
They're
Winning.
3-3.
Really? No, they're beating the Cardinals. They're beating the Cardinals.
Where's the game
they're
at?
smoking the Cardinals.
Where's the game at?
I don't care where the game is at. They're smoking the. It's
Anyways,
in Indianapolis and Indy.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Okay. Chargers. I think they lose that probably.
Loss.
Titans again.
beat the Titans.
They 2-0
They'll
the
lose.
Titans.
They'll split 1-1.
Colts or Steelers. I mean, they beat
Loss.
the Steelers. The Steelers defense sucks. and Aaron Rodgers will be out for the season by
I'm
that
buying
point.
on Daniel Isaac. Can you help me out? I'm getting tag teamed over here.
They-
Are you buying on Daniel
I'm not-
Jones?
I'm just saying these teams are not good. These teams they're facing aren't good. The Rams and the Chargers are the
judging.
only good teams in this
Also
lineup.
judging football teams off 2 weeks of football.
Well,
Daniel
okay,
Jones,
but
if
that's
you
what we're doing.
put
That's
it-
why. That's the point of the buy or sell topic.
just
It's a
beat-
risk.
you
You take
just
a
beat
risk.
the
You buy
best
it or
team in
you
the-
sell it. It's a
Who?
stock. You know,
Who did
you're
he beat?
investing.
He just beat the best defense in the NFL.
top 3.
I thought you were going to say the best team in the
Oh.
AFC West.
No.
That's where I was going to go. No, I'm not. I'm selling on them. They're not making the playoffs.
Well, we're gonna, you know
Isaac,
how
you think the
Isaac was
Colts make
saying,
the
flip
playoffs?
something, flip that.
Isaac, are you buying the stock or selling it?
Hmm.
Who do you trust more to get you to the playoffs?
I think the Colts will. I think it'll come down to the wild card for sure.
You don't think they're winning the division over the Jags?
I think some injuries will happen and they won't make it.
Hmm.
It's a great take. I'm trusting
don't know how
CJ
deep
Stroud
they
or
are.
Trevor Lawrence over Daniel Jones to get me to the
Dude,
playoffs.
dude,
If they-
I swear to God,
If you're,
dude,
mentioning,
Trevor
if you're
Lawrence
men-
is just Daniel Jones with blonde hair, dude.
if
Like,
you're mentioning like who the Colts have played so far and who they're gonna play, you have to realize the Texans and the Jags are both gonna play the Titans 2 times. Like I feel like all divisions they're gonna usually split with each other 1-1. You'll rarely see like teams just mollywop their division.
yeah,
Giants
but,
haven't beat the
yeah,
Cowboys
well, okay,
in, like,
rarely,
15
but
years.
when but
Rarely.
the Titans
Lying on the
blow
Colts,
and the
man.
Colts look like a good
Not
team.
by Colts. We're talking about Daniel Jones.
We'll
Daniel
see.
Jones is in a
We'll
top 20
see.
quarterback.
I think
in the
their
league.
first. I think the Broncos was a good test,
So-
and they passed that one.
They passed a test over
Their
a
next-
struggling
their
Bo
ne-
Nix.
Bo Nix
Bo
played
Nix
great.
did not struggle. That's the defense struggled because Daniel Jones played well. Bo Nix did not struggle. He
Daniel
threw
Jones
3
is throwing moon
touchdowns
balls.
and like 250 yards.
Not buying. Not buying.
Nah,
You're
I'm not listening to Austin.
Anyways.
Austin usually has some pretty good takes, but
All right.
this one's pretty horrible.
Yeah, I get it. Next team we're buying or selling on, the Dolphins.
Sell.
Uh,
Sell. Sell.
Literally, if you can still get $1 for it, sell it.
Yeah.
If you-
everybody's
I
gonna have to
saw,
agree on that one.
I know Isaac has it spare. Isaac, you buying or selling the Dolphins?
Still.
Sell. Yeah. I completely agree with. I think we're all going to sell. JJ Watt went out and was on a podcast. I can't remember if he's on the McAfee show, but he says if you're having a players only meeting after week 1, your season's over with. I think they've lost trust in kind of the whole coaching staff, front office. This team's chopped. Like I would get.
I think Mike McDaniel is trash.
I mean, he was good for a couple of years. I think his attitude and everything, a little cocky coach. But I would blow this entire team up. Like I would sell this thing for spare parts.
All right. The Chiefs.
I'm buying on
No.
the Chiefs.
Sell them. They're missing the playoffs. More
I
clickbait.
kind of
There you
agree
go,
with Mike.
Isaac.
I kind of agree.
No, I'm buying. I mean, it's so
I know
tough for the
it's
Chiefs
petty.
just because of their schedule. Like, and they play Buffalo, Commanders, Lions, Ravens. Like, they
Yeah.
play a lot of tough teams, dude. But this is what everybody used to do about Tom Brady back 10 years ago. Oh, he's not going to do it again. They're not going to do it again.
Tom Brady didn't ever start 0-2. I feel like I got to fact check
You
myself.
may
man.
look at it, but I mean, they're 2 games. They've lost 2 games, and they lost to Philly and Buffalo, right? Buffalo.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they've lost to literally the 2 top teams, like 2 of the top 3 teams in the league. Did he ever start 0-2?
What?
No, they
Did he ever
lost to
start
the
0-2?
Chargers. They
No,
lost to the
Tom Brady has
Chargers.
never started 0-2.
I was gonna say, didn't they play the Chargers?
Yeah, they lost to the Chargers.
The Chargers. That's what it was. And I'm huge on the Chargers. I'm just drawing moon.
I do think the Chargers are
blanks
good.
today. So do I. They're a good team for me.
Yeah, but
But
starting
no,
out
I'm
at 2 is a hard deficit, right? On top of that, they're not going to have Worthy or
I'm
Rice.
2 with you.
They don't have any other
Yeah, before-
weapons. I think before they get them back, they might be 2-4, and then at that point,
Yeah,
they're
but I
playing
mean,
catch up. And
I think the system-
I think that the Chargers and the Broncos are both going to have positive records at the end of the year, so they
I
have
think-
to play catch up.
see. You're going to see 1, 2. I think you're going to see. Obviously, the 4 division winners. You're going to see 3 teams in the AFC North make it, and 2 teams in the West. That's your playoffs. And the two teams in the
Hold
West.
on,
And
3 teams in the North.
yeah,
You think the Steelers make the playoffs?
yeah. The dude, yet again.
Okay, so now,
I'm.
Camaro, go home.
No.
That's my opinion. I mean,
Sell.
I think you were talking about teams that are
I
hot.
think we have a
and talking about teams that
Steelers
are
meat
cold.
rider right
I'm
here.
No, I
selling
don't.
on
I think the
Yeah,
Steelers.
let's
They
say
haven't had a losing record under
Steelers.
Mike Tomlin
Steelers.
ever.
Let's go buy or sell Steelers making the playoffs.
I'll buy the Steelers for sure.
Sell
Dell,
it.
A-Rod sucks.
They made the playoffs with Russell Wilson. They'll make it with
Selling
A-Rod.
that. Danger Russ. That's because
They still made the playoffs last year.
that's because
with Russell
Justin
Wilson,
that's
bud.
because Bustin Fields started off 4-0 or whatever it was.
I don't know. I'm just going off of kind of, I guess, recency bias, but just like teams. Like, obviously, this is the beginning of the year. Teams are still figuring stuff out. I think, obviously, the Colts are riding high. They'll eventually fall apart like they always do, like Danny Dimes always has. Mike Tomlin will find ways to win football games. Andy Reid's going to find ways to make Mahomes more comfortable, get the ball in the hands of his playmakers. I mean, that's just. I mean, I would love to see the Chiefs' downfall. Don't get it twisted. I would love to watch it. I'm just not going to sit here and predict it. But I will slowly sit back and watch it if it does happen,
Mm-hmm.
and I will smile.
I can't wait.
Just
Chiefs.
something else. Like buy sell kind of like contender pretender. Do we think the Chargers are for real finally? Do we think this is the year that Herbert's finally the real deal? After
I think the Chargers.
6 years of mid.
The Chargers always are just gonna charger. They just choke. That's just what they do. It doesn't matter how good they are. Every year they're just gonna choke. It's the Charger choke. It just is how it is.
So the Charger choke, but the Mahomes can't come back in the division.
I'm just telling you, I don't think they will.
Week
I
3
think they are.
predictions.
Switch
we-
the topic.
Since facts.
Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning, the battle of mid. Who do we got?
Man.
Are you taking Isaac?
You know who I'm fucking taking. You shouldn't have caught me.
You got to say it the whole way through. You never should have fucking cut me. We didn't get to talk about this game since Isaac, or talk about my Cincinnati Bengals at all and Isaac's. I'm going with Isaac. I'm riding with Isaac. Give me the Bengals starting off 3-0. Browning and Dalton Risner are both playing against their former teams. I got the Bengals yet again. I said it, I think, last week. It's going to be an ugly game against Jacksonville. I said it was going to be an ugly one. Boy, it was ugly. This game's
a shootout.
not really. But this game, I feel like it's going to go down the same path. It's going to be an ugly one. I still think the Bengals squeeze away another win. That probably shouldn't go their way. They start the year 3-0, and they keep this thing rolling. Even with Browning and Burrow out, who really cares?
Hey,
It's not like we need them.
we got him warmed up.
I
We
like
got him warmed up. He's dropping.
like the Bengals
Browning's
in
got
this one.
300 yards on him.
I like the Bengals in this one because, just football voodoo. It just means that, they're due for a loss next week against the Broncos if they end up coming out on top on this one. So I got to have the Bengals in this one. And I just think that Carson Wentz sucks. So
Yeah, I do
It's a-
think I want to talk on your little voodoo magic. I'm gonna be honest. Regardless or not, if the Bengals win, Bengals lose, the Bengals are going to win one of these next two games, either against Minnesota or against Denver. Just because everyone's going to pick them to win this game, they're probably going to lose this, then walk into Denver and win on Monday night. They're winning one of the two for sure. I don't know. That's
Hey,
my.
Jake Browning
guess.
could take Bo Nix's spot if you wanted to. His
Listen,
job's
all
for
I'm gonna
hire.
say, we watched one man turn back the clock. Russell Wilson last week. Carson Wentz is turning back the clock this week. Think Carson Wentz gets the job done. JJ probably goes for $170 and they get the win because, the Bengals defense, the secondaries looked okay. It's looked all right. They haven't shown their true colors yet. It's only been 2 weeks, like Austin said. Justin Jefferson's probably going to go for
Yeah,
$150 and a touchdown. Jamal will get his because, I
I don't think so. I think it's going to be a T show.
you think?
Hey, 4 interceptions.
Jake Browning loves throwing the ball to T's way. He always looks for him.
Also, I think Brian Flores, his schemes, I think they're going to confuse Browning, and
Yeah.
I think this goes Minnesota's way.
Yeah, no, Mike's just a hater alligator.
Disagree. Yeah,
I didn't want to
gotta
just talk a little bit about the Bengals since I feel like we've talked a lot about Denver, not much, and New York.
Have
Obviously,
we?
Mike's
We
7
talked a lot
fucking
about
minute
New
rant.
York. I don't know about Denver.
Yeah,
I've talked
no,
a
dude,
little
it's
about
just
Denver. I've mentioned
Mike. I hate Mike because he changes his narratives and thoughts. He said, "Oh, we're only showing 2 weeks. They haven't showed their true colors." And Bengal defense has looked really good through the first 2 weeks. The
Yep.
run
Right.
defense against Cleveland. I mean, they couldn't move the ball on the ground
Cleveland
at all. They did
sucks,
pass.
though.
They did pass. Cleveland's not as bad of a football team as people say they are.
It's Joe Flacco at quarterback.
Flacco
Talking
sucks.
about, we're talking about running the
Choppy
football. I
Judy
said running.
dropping
I literally
passes,
said running the
gifting
football.
You guys the
Yeah,
game.
the Bengals
Jared
fixed
Judy
the pass.
literally
They literally
gifted you guys the game with his
Oh my
brick
God.
ass hands.
right. At least we don't lose the 6-yard field goals. Anyways,
It
you
was
idiots.
45 because they threw a flag.
Whatever. I'm just gonna say this: like the Bengals defense, obviously they looked better in the Bengals defense has looked better this year than they did
looked
last
like
year.
the worst defense ever. Yeah.
They're literally like ranked
Correct.
15th currently.
No, I know.
the
I'm
Bengals
saying that's what I'm
defense is
saying. That,
not
I'm talking about last year. They were the
comparative
worst.
to last year.
This isn't the same defense as last year. Like
I know, but
This
that's
is-
what I'm saying. They
so if we're
just-
talking
Trey's got
about
some
last
help.
year, then-
Better-
if we're
better
talking
Trey's
about
got some help.
better
If
than
we're
the
talking
worst
about
is
if we're
not,
talking
you know.
about last year, then that means Mahomes is going to win 14 games straight. You and Mike are both changing your guys' like opinions based off what situation we're talking.
No, I
I
it's
never changed
actually
any
irking
opinion.
the
I
hell
never
out of me.
changed any opinion.
I just wanted to use your point against
What
you.
if I never changed
Right.
any
I'm
opinion.
staying on to my point. We're
The
whatever.
New York
I think,
Football Giants versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Give me Big Blue.
I'm changing my opinion just because Mike wanted to be a fucking dick riding hater. Give me the
Yeah.
Chiefs, dude. Give me the Chiefs first win.
Yeah, I'm with Isaac. Give me the Chiefs.
Probably gonna lose, but I can't pick against my own team.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the Chiefs. I can't say the Giants. I want the Chiefs to lose to the Giants. It'd be fucking sick if Danger Rush.
Yet
Took
again
the
on the same
dub,
thing with the
but-
buy sell. I would love to watch them lose this football game. I don't see it happening. I see Kansas City. This is the game. You know, we mentioned it earlier. Giants defense looked fucking horrible. I feel like this is a good game. For Mahomes to probably get comfortable and get settled in, and I feel like once he gets settled in, they'll be able to turn the year around.
So he said that this is a shit defense, but we held Jaden Daniels to 21 points.
Jaden Daniels has been struggling. Have you watched football recently? He
played against the best team in the NFC.
Right, he's struggling. This is the worst he's ever looked, and he's supposed to be better. Yet again, it's the sophomore slump. It happens with everybody. Jaden Daniels obviously isn't going to be the same player he was last year. I could have said that at the beginning of the year. I'm a true believer in the sophomore slump. I really am.
I'm not. I think if you're a baller, you ball.
And you think he's a baller from LSU, and he's looked like dog shit the first 2 weeks of the year. Next,
Denver versus the Chargers.
Uh,
I'm going with the reverse juju. Yeah, you go first, Sketch. It's your team.
I think the Chargers are obviously the better looking team so far through 2 weeks. Just based on last week, I honestly think that the Titans are better than people are giving them credit for. So I'm not really that disappointed in that close win against Tennessee week 1, but that Colts game really made me worried about our linebackers. Especially when you're coming up against a team that struggles in the run game, when you're going to give up, like when you're looking at possibly giving up a lot of rushing yards just because your linebackers aren't playing up to par, it doesn't really look good for our defense. So unless we get Dre Greenlaw back, I think this is going to be a tough one, but I'm still going to take Denver just because it's my team, but it's a hesitant pick.
Stupid.
give me the yeah. Fuck all
I'm
that. Give
going
me the
with the
Chargers.
I'm going with the Chargers. I'm not sold on Denver at all. I mean, they struggled last year to start the year off, and then turn it around. I think it was after the bye, if I'm not mistaken, with Bo Nix. But I'm not sold on Denver at all. I mean, that first week you mentioned that you don't think the Titans are that bad. I think the Titans are horrible. And then you lost to the Colts, that I don't think are a very good team either. Yet again, this is why I have the Chiefs making the run back to the playoffs, because I think the Chargers and the Chiefs are going to be the two teams from the West that make it. Give me the Chargers in this one.
I'm just going to keep it short. I think it's a bounce back spot for Denver, and I think they're able to get the job done. I think Chargers are riding high, but I don't think their offenses look that great, and I think Denver's defense will just be too much. It's going to be a low scoring game, though, I think.
Mike, I used to have high expectations about you, man. You're really
Hey,
letting me down.
Yeah, I don't know. He needs to go back to New York. No, I'm not liking this cat.
He's about to go to fucking Savannah, Georgia, the way he's talking. Him and Nick have not skipped a beat.
All right, who we got next?
Baltimore.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got Baltimore in this one, easily.
Give me the RAR XD.
Is this in Detroit? I thought this was in Baltimore.
I don't know. I probably should.
It is.
It
It
is
is.
It is in Baltimore. Yeah, that's the. I thought the home teams were on the right. That's why I got confused.
No, I
Where's
didn't do any specific
Oh, good.
order. My bad.
Yeah, give me Baltimore on this one. I think it's going to be a game of the week. I think Detroit, they are going to be 1 and 2, but either one of these teams are going to be 1 and 2 after this week. But I still think these are probably 2 of the top 8 teams in the National Football League. But I got Baltimore winning this one for sure.
Give me Dan Campbell.
This guy just hates me today.
Let's go.
We're 2-2 split on this one. I just think Baltimore's defense is better than Detroit's defense.
They're better on paper, but they're giving out 40 like they're Oprah.
And also, I mean, do you have a slide for the Thursday night game, or?
Yeah. I made
Perfect. Well,
I made it the last one just because
does anyone want to talk about it, or it's just unanimous?
I think we talked about it. But I think we're full. I think we're full sweep to Buffalo for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's the best team versus the worst team.
I hope Buffalo fucking gets revenge on Miami for putting up 70 on Denver like 3 years ago, or however long it was.
And again, I
And
think
drop
what
70 on their heads.
what I'd like to look more into, like for this stuff and for it, I think this is going to be a better game than people think. This is a divisional matchup here. I do think I think it's going to be an okay game. I don't think it's going to be a complete blowout. I think we're going to see an okay football game. Not going to say Miami's going to win it, but I won't be surprised if Miami keeps it close. Like, they still have a good offense. They still have good weapons around them. Defensively, my brain's mush because I don't
a
know.
lot to a little score in this one.
Yeah, I don't think Buffalo. I don't think we're going to see like a huge game on either side. I think it's a better game than people are going to sit here and say. To be honest.
Nah, you're definitely right.
I don't know. I think Miami is fucking horrendous.
You also think Tennessee's not as bad as people think, but
I mean,
I'll have
they
opinions.
played the Rams pretty well.
He's not wrong. It was close. But...
It was
We'll
close
see.
for most of the game. The Rams scored like a last-second touchdown that made it look bad, 33-19. But what is you take that touchdown off? It's 26-19. It's not that bad. Like,
I still
that's
think
a decent team with a rookie quarterback in their first 2 games against 2 pretty good defenses in the Rams and the Broncos. I think that
ball like that?
And Mike, sit a little bit closer. And Mike's not picking you up. Yeah, don't
Sorry.
get comfortable now, bud.
Yeah, sorry. I just think if Cam Ward ever decides that he's gonna go scramble right and throw across his body into to an open receiver again, that shit's not gonna happen.
yeah. No.
That doesn't work in the NFL.
that was crazy. But all right. Week 3 power rankings.
Oh, look at you lazy folks.
Sorry, I was on a red eye flight today, so
All right, so since we all have, let's look at our top 10s.
Yeah.
Let's see who we all have.
I just want to throw it out there. I have the Colts at 11.
The Packers at 1's not a bad shout. I have them. Where were they for me? 5.
Damn, you have the Packers. Damn, he's all in on that Chargers stock.
I am all in on the Charger stock for now. I mean, it's recency
they're pretty
bias,
good.
obviously. Like, I mean, I think you have to go off recency bias for sure. I'm very.
You have
Yeah,
to say
yeah.
recency bias.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm very shocked to see Mike's top 10 having an 0-2 team in his top 10. That's a crazy
Yeah.
shout to me.
Yeah, I
No.
just don't think the Chiefs are that well rounded this year.
He said he's selling their stock but has them in their top 10 and
Because I'm selling,
We'll
but I
see.
mean,
We'll see.
I can't drop them that low.
Does anybody have anything outlandish in their top 10 besides Kansas City? Is that the worst one in the top 10?
Well, Nick has him at 8.
Oh my god, what are we doing?
And I mean, you guys have the Bengals who don't have a quarterback in the top 10, so that's
Oh, you want to talk about the Bengals? Do I have my chance to speak?
Yeah.
Am I gonna get
When you think
immediately
about the
shut
team,
off?
I don't know. It just falls off pretty hard after, like,
9.
Okay, it falls off. Okay, so you want to? Oh god, you're gonna make me go scrolly here. Okay, I have the
I also
Bengals
have
sitting
a
at
few
10.
mistakes in mine. I think I didn't mean to put the Chiefs at 8, and I also think that the Colts should be 12 and 49ers should be 13. To be honest, but I don't know where I would put the Chiefs. I would probably move the Chiefs down to like 15 and just move everybody up one in that row.
Where are the Chiefs out of mine? I have mine. They're 11 for me. Like I'm still not sold. Like I'm not
He
giving
yelled
up
at
on
me,
them.
but he has him one spot below me. But
Yeah, well, top 10. Well, you don't have the Bengals in your top 10. They're a 2-0 football team.
Yeah.
I got to see what Jake
See, I have
Browning
the
does.
I have the
with-
Bengals at 11 just because I think that they, I mean, with the weapons that they have, like, I mean, if Jake Browning just plays all right, they'll be a good football team until Joe Burrow gets
mean,
back. You know
This
what I mean?
this is why you like this is the disagreement on that T Higgins and Jamar Chase line and keeping them both. But this is where it's going to come in handy and help out somebody like Jake Browning. Like Burrow really doesn't need 2 number 1 wide receivers. But with now him being out, this is going to help Jake Browning out a lot. I mean,
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm not Mike Austin. Dude, Mike doesn't have the fucking Ravens in his top 10. Wait, yeah, he does.
like
Wait,
this cat-
wait, hold on. Wait, no, he does. Yeah, wait, who's he
That's
missing?
too.
Wait, who? I'm comparing our two lists because it kind of looks identical, and he has the Chiefs in the top 10. So I'm trying to see like.
You have the Bengals. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's our only difference.
Okay. Dude, I thought I couldn't find the Ravens for a second, and I was about to get so weak.
But you guys are getting me off my topic when I let you talk about your team. But I think this is where this is going to help Jake Browning out in the Bengals offense. Now, obviously, the Bengals aren't going to be the same team. But I mean, Jake Browning is 4-3 as a starter. I was trying to find the tweet. I sent it somewhere. His numbers as a starting quarterback for the Bengals, he's above average. He's like top 10 in QBR, completion percentage. He has a better completion percentage than Burrow, and his touchdowns to interception ratio. Now, takeaways 3 picks against Jacksonville. I mean, he got thrown in last minute as a starter. I talked about it a little bit with Mike while we were here because we, hanging out a little bit before the show, and he'd asked me about it. I'm not selling or I'm not buying on the Bengals. I told him talk to me after about 4 more weeks. Let's see what the Bengals do here.
Yeah.
I think winning one of these next 2 games, I no matter who it is, I think they'll be 3-1 after 4. Either they beat Minnesota or they beat Denver, and then they're getting absolutely whooped the next 2 weeks against Green Bay and the Lions. You won't change my mind on that. As a Bengal fan, am I still going to go to the Sunday night game or Sunday primetime game against the Lions and be drunk and scream my head off? Absolutely. Am I going to be home by halftime? Probably. But it doesn't matter. They'll be, my opinion, 3-3 after 6, and then they play the Jets, and then they play the Jets, Steelers that you guys aren't huge on either team, and then they play also the Bears and New England. Like,
Yeah, those are all.
I think this Bengals team, I think a lot of people are writing them off just because Burrow's out, and everyone's saying the defense hasn't been showing their true colors yet. I mean, they have a whole new defensive coordinator. They have a whole new defense. They have a whole new just defensive coaching staff. And I mean, Al Golden, when Burrow got hurt and their defense had to go out there, he's running halfway onto the field, like yelling at his defense, getting them hyped up. In the 3 years I had season tickets or 4 with Lou Anarumo, never saw him do that once. Like, there's just a different mentality and a different kind of, I guess, identity with this Bengals defense. Shamar Stewart is I think he's not going to play this week. He's still on crutches in a boot. But, I mean, Demetrius Knight, linebacker, rookie. Dude, this dude's flying. He's all over the football field. This dude's legit a baller. He's a huge upgrade over Jermaine Pratt. And then the player of the week that I said he's on the hot seat, Cam Celebrate, he had a 90, I think he had an 89.5 coverage at PFF rate. Week 2 against Jacksonville. And you want to talk about drop passes, this and the other. Everybody drops passes in the National Football League. There's nobody that's perfect other than Larry Fitzgerald. So it happens in football. I'm not selling the Bengals yet, and I'm not giving up on them. I might be delusional, but talk to me after week 10 where we're at.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same spot with the Bengals. I think that I have them at 11 because I don't think that their season's over without Joe Burrow, but I don't know if I don't know. I have to see how they play with Jake Browning for a few.
Yeah, you
weeks
got to see after
before-
about a couple weeks,
Yeah.
right? Kind of my
Yeah.
mentality.
And so that's why I didn't move them that much lower, just because I mean they still are 2-0. I mean, and they clutched up a game where Jake Browning made a lot of mistakes, which is
Yeah,
big on the defense. So, which is not something you could rely on last year. So,
Like I said, I think this is just a completely different team, even though it's kind of like the same. It's very similar personnel on the defensive side of the ball, but I think it's an easier system than what Lou used to do. It's, kind of more straight up football. I feel like Lou tried to do too much and it confused maybe these younger guys rather than let them just be who they are and go play football, make plays. I mean, Jordan Battle, somebody that I'm not really that huge on, but this guy's actually been unbelievable in the secondary. I think he's leading the league in picks. You want to talk about balls getting tipped to people's hands, this, that, and the other. That's peanuts.
That's football.
I really don't care. Yeah, thank you. It's football. This guy's having an all-pro type year. Cam Taylor-Britt, he had a bounce back year. I think he's still on the hot seat for me personally.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because, the thing is, I said last week, it's a DB room for me for Cincinnati. All five of them, Geno Stone, Battle, DJ Turner. He got hurt against Cleveland, came back in, but it's Stone, Battle, DJ Turner, Dax Hill, and Cam Taylor-Britt. Those are the five guys for me that I look at every week for football, for them defensively. And week one, DJ Turner balled out, and then Cam Taylor-Britt played like shit. And then last week they flipped roles. Cam Taylor-Britt played really good, and then DJ Turner was fucking lost. And then also just Dax Hill replacing. Yeah, Dax Hill. He's replacing Mike Hilton. I'm a huge Mike Hilton fan. But I mean, he's a way better slot corner than him, more athletic and do more. He's been phenomenal on the run, and he can run man coverage against anybody. I mean, he was a first round draft pick. This Bengals defense, I'm bought in on them. I mean, yet again, we'll see if this bites me in the ass 6 weeks from now. But I think they're fine.
yeah.
So you still want to take my defense? We'll swap defenses.
No, I'm good. I really think, I don't know. Last thing I'll talk about it. Do I think the Bengals, if Burrow's out for the year, can they win the Super Bowl? No. Do I think this is a team that can win the division? No. Can they get to the playoffs and make some noise and win a game? Yes.
Bang.
All right. Any closing statements? That's gonna be it. That's the last.
Do I have any more
We're a
clips?
minute. We're a minute away from TNF.
Yeah.
He's not going to be back. He's not going to be
No,
back.
I don't know. I don't know how I can
score
bait this for you.
predictions. You guys want to give a score prediction for the Thursday night game tonight?
Give me 42-10.
What the?
Yeah.
Miami, right?
Yeah.
Give me Buffalo 27-20.
Give me Buffalo 27-21.
I think it'll be like 28-7. I think that Buffalo's,
Tyreek Hill first touchdown.
Second string offense will be in the fourth quarter, and they'll be in victory formation with about 4 minutes left on the game
TOS,
clock.
bro.
And yeah, it's gonna be an ugly one for the Dolphins probably.
Alrighty, so we'll double back here, and I think we are gonna something that Mike did do. He just texted it to me, so I think something we can add is when we do our picks is our records of our picks for the
Yeah.
year. I want to add that in for next week.
Just a highlight. I mean, I know it was only me and Austin last week, but Austin definitely did better. Let me find it.
We don't text that often.
Austin
Give the
won
bread.
1, 2, 3. Austin won 6-0 last week.
I know ball.
Me on the other hand, I went 3-3.
Yeah.
So-
All right, so
Austin
all
start.
of Mike's yapping he does the entire show, just know it's bullshit, like Isaac said. Clip him, put it on TikTok. Hey,
Yeah, I got
just,
scammed in the Denver and New York game. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
lost.
I would.
All right, was that gonna be set up for the night?
I think that's it. All right. Well,
Yeah, and it's kickoff time, so everyone go enjoy some football. Hopefully, we get a decent game.
Everybody have a great night, great weekend. If you're going to any games, stay safe, and we'll see you guys next Thursday here, hopefully at 6:30 on time for once.
Peace out.